All right, guys, we are back after a week off of no updates. HighLevel came out with a couple really cool updates I'm excited to share with you. We've got 6 to cover here in our cover and breakdown column and on my ClickUp board. So let's go ahead and jump right in. If we look at the first one that we have, the first update that we have is that a rich text element is now available inside the page builder. What this means is, whereas before every single different styling of text had to be its own separate element, they've now made it so that you can style multiple different text types. So example, like heading, paragraph, H1, H2, H3, you can do all of that from within the same text element now. And so this shows you, this is just an example of what that would look like if I wanted to. Now, obviously this isn't completely, dialed in. If I wanted to, I'd need to come in here, make it like this and change the font size. That does lead me to one thing that I noticed is that you can't adjust the font size. You can adjust like jumping between your different H1s to H6 and paragraph. You can jump between those, which will change the font size. But outside of that, there's not like just a font adjustment. So you would have to be changing, I believe you'd have to come into typography and change your different fonts here. And even then, I'm not 100% sure that that's doable there. So be aware of that. It's definitely not as customizable yet as being able to just, as managing just each individual text element. But headed in the right direction, this definitely is going to be a lot easier to edit stuff going forward as soon as they get the stuff dialed in. All right, next up, we have another really cool update with the page builder, which is multiple pop-ups per page. Guys, this is massive. Previously, if you had a button on the page and you wanted to open up a pop-up, you only could open one pop-up. There was only one pop-up that you could adjust. And so we had instances like this one, like our landing pages for our lead gen service, where buying home, refinancing my home, these would actually take you to completely separate pages in order to start the funnel for those. So buying a home has its own form, refinance has its own form, and each of these would take you to a separate page where those forms lived. Whereas now we're able to, because of this pop-up, multiple pop-up option, we're able to create a pop-up for purchase, a pop-up for refi, keep everybody on this page, a much better experience. A lot of people have a lot of different reasons why they need multiple pop-ups on a page. This is something that we've been waiting on for a while. Really excited to have this. Definitely go in and check it out if you're building funnels and websites. Okay, this is the update that I am most excited about. This is an MCP server integration with AskAI. What does this mean? This means AskAI just went way further, way closer to what I've been talking about AskAI being ultimately. It just got way closer to that. What does this look like? This looks like being able to talk conversationally with your HighLevel system. So, for example, this is show me all, I got to scroll quickly through these because it's got information in there. This is show me all the opportunities created in my sales pipeline last week. It wasn't able to handle that conversationally for some reason. So then I said, show me all the open opportunities in our hot with follow-up stage of our sales pipeline. So this is inside of my account. And then boom, shows our hot with follow-up opportunities right there. I'm going to scroll quickly through those. And then it says, then I moved to a different sub account and I said, show me all of the opportunities sitting in the app pending pipeline stage in the pre-application pipeline. Boom, it shows me that opportunity. How many opportunities are sitting in the responded pipeline stage? There are currently 29 open opportunities sitting in the responded to automation. So very conversational in how you can interact with your CRM now. We were able to move opportunities successfully from one stage to another. So being able to say, if you need to do a pipeline cleanup, show me all of the opportunities that are older than 30 days sitting in this stage. Great. Now move all of those to my ghosting stage, or move all of those to, you mark all of those as abandoned. You can do that conversationally, guys. Managing your CRM just got so much easier and so much faster. You have to have the AI employee add-on or be an agency admin in order to use this. One of those two things. So you have to have AI employee, or you have to be an agency admin. So if you are an Empower LO user and you want to get signed up with AI Employee, hit us up. We'll get it turned on in your account. I believe that's $150 a month. Otherwise, if you are a agency admin, then you can go in and sign up for this. This is a really, really cool feature. It was toggling seamlessly between interacting in different sub accounts based on which sub account I was in. We are really, really excited about the possibilities right now, but more importantly, like the potential and where this is going. Okay, speaking of AI, we have another update to AI in here, specifically around the conversation AI bot. We now have the ability with contact info. We were limited to updating, I think it was 5 fields before, and that has been upgraded to 20. So now when you come in here and you choose an action to update specific fields, you can do that with up to 20 different fields, which is a huge, huge upgrade. The other thing is being able to trigger a workflow. Before, you were limited to triggering 3 different workflows. So 3 different scenarios essentially is what you're accounting for here, and saying, hey, in this scenario, trigger this workflow, in this scenario, trigger this workflow, in this scenario, trigger this workflow. Well, now you have the ability to do that with 5 different workflows. So a little bump there. Just a couple updates, an opportunity to make a plug for Conversation AI. As a reminder, we're currently in the process of switching all of our clients from CloseBot, saving them a couple $100 a month, and putting them on Conversation AI, which is, most importantly, it's doing as good or better. It's easier for us to manage. It's easier for you to manage. We are really, really excited about Conversation AI and the opportunities and possibilities for our clients. All right, next up is an update that lives in the mobile app, and I was, feeling lazy this week. I didn't want to pull this up in my phone, so I'm just going to use the HighLevel changelog to show you guys this. This is really cool. This is something that has been requested a couple of times. If you didn't know, you have a scripts feature inside your account. It's kind of buried and not very useful because of how it's buried. Well, now you can access these in your mobile app, which makes it a lot less buried and a lot more useful. And so in order to access these, in order to edit these, you're going to go into your account, and you're going to go to settings and go to phone numbers, advanced settings. I told you buried, all the way to call scripts. This is how you add scripts. Okay, so once you're in here, the scripts are very simple. It's just, you can see it right here. You can have put together an outline, have different headings and stuff to make stuff pop out a little bit. You can put different custom tags in here, and so you can insert the contact name, all of that kind of stuff. So there are some things that you can do with this that make it pretty cool, but it's basically a text editor. And so you put together this script, and now, whereas before you didn't have the ability to access these on the go, now in the mobile apps you actually have a little scripts button right here. And then if you click on that, it'll open up your scripts, and you can choose from this drop down right here for your script. So we have a couple of scripts that we've developed over the years for our clients working internet leads. We might add these into their accounts now that they can see this in mobile. But for a lot of you guys that are coaching younger LOs or onboarding loan partners or LOAs or anything like that, this is a super, super valuable feature. Don't sleep on it. All right, next up is a not a fun update, another kind of hurdle or roadblock, or just something that we got to deal with when registering phone numbers for A2P. There are now multiple different registrations that'll trigger what they're calling a persona verification, and so this requires them to link an actual person to the phone number. And so they're actually there's the ID, uploading your ID and doing the whole, putting your phone in front of your face and moving it around and making sure that identity verification thing is now required for every at least once per sub account for phone number purchases, A2P registration, CNAM, shake/stir authentication. So, good and bad. It's going to lower the amount of spam out there. But the thing that I'm not super excited about with this is that this seems like a HighLevel specific thing. And so, obviously they've worked some stuff out with Twilio in order to get priority approvals and get A2P registration turn times down a lot. And so I think I imagine what's happening is they have to implement higher levels of verification in order to keep their fraud rates low so that they can continue to have these benefits. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know that for sure, though. I just know that with Twilio, if we sign up with Twilio directly, some of these requirements are not in place. And so why HighLevel would require them when Twilio doesn't, again, to me, that probably has something to do with their agreement with Twilio and the pricing that they're getting, the volume, the support that they're getting, the turn times they're getting, etc. So we'll keep an eye on this and see. Hopefully that doesn't get out of hand, right? That could be a slippery slope that could end up resulting in like a lot more hoops to jump through. This one by itself, not terrible. But again, just something that we want to keep an eye out. Luckily, like we are set up for both. We can onboard clients with Twilio. We can onboard clients with HighLevel's lead connector phone system. So our clients won't see any issue or any blowback from this. But for those of you guys that are running your own agencies, this is definitely going to make that step a little bit more annoying, at least, if not like inconvenient and challenging. So. All right, guys, that is it. That's all I've got for this week's weekly breakdown. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week's weekly breakdown. I have a feeling it's going to be another big one, another exciting one. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the top.